Hi, welcome to McCrazy Fit. We're doing a Pilates and dumbbell workout for the chest. So the goal here is to start with the Pilates, warm up the muscles, and get range of motion going in the chest and shoulder area, and then move to the resistance training. So here we go. Sitting up straight on my knees, arms out in front, keeping the neck long, shoulders down away from the ears, and squeezing the shoulder blades together and back. And squeezing and back to start. Scapular isolation movement here. Keeping the belly tight, sitting up tall, and breathing at a normal pace. I like to exhale on the squeeze, the contraction portion, and inhale back to start. And two more. Still keeping the shoulders down. Neck is long, last one. And relax and roll the shoulders out. A few times forward, a few times back. And still sitting up tall, this time one arm up and slight bend over. Other hand gently bracing the mat. And back to start. And other way. Just letting the natural weight of my head fall, arm fall. Reaching gently with the fingertips, but not actively trying to push myself over to the side. And now we'll add on to that a little bit the other way. Turning from here to look down at the mat and back to start. And the other way, exhaling over, turning towards the mat. And back to start once more. Be working in some stretches for the back, the lats, looking towards the mat. This time we'll go twice, back up, and once more. The pressing movements for the chest actually engage the back and the lats a lot, so making sure those are nice and warm. And ready to engage. One more time, looking down. And back to start. And now onto all fours. The wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips, belly tight, pulled away from the mat. Neutral spine here, so not sinking in, not hunching over. Just nice and strong in the shoulders, and we'll move into a scapular isolation movement again. So squeezing the shoulder blades together and back to start. Belly still tight, squeeze the shoulder blades and back to start. Exhaling, inhale back. Two more. Last one. Now going into a plank position, and this could also be done on the forearms. We'll stay here strong in the shoulders, up on one foot and the other, then back with the first one, and again. Now again, but starting on the other side, one leg up, and up, down, and down, and we'll just continue that. And that's one of the reasons I like to start with the scapular isolation exercises. Get that feeling of holding in the shoulders. And then as I'm going through these movements, if I feel myself sinking in, I'll know and can go back. So just increasing that mind-muscle awareness of where the body is. And one more on each side. Continuing to breathe, belly's tight. And this time I'm staying up. Left leg out, right leg out, in. And again, guess what? Starting on the other side. Out, in. Continuing to breathe, strong in the shoulders, not sinking in. Whole hand is contacting the mat evenly, all fingers Belly's tight, not drooping in the waist. One more on each side. And knees down. And I'll sink into child's pose. Release that tension. Back to start. Checking to make sure everything's neutral, strong. Whole hand on the mat, wrists under the shoulders, belly pulled away. This is in Pilates here. This is my own thing. Gonna go into a press, keeping the belly tight, keeping the bend in the legs, lowering the chest to the mat, and back to start. Inhaling down slowly, exhaling up. With the hands under the shoulders here. Also putting a lot of work on the triceps. Do a different push-up version later with the arms wider to hit the chest more. 3 more. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Keeping the belly tight and pulled away from the floor. Last one. Great. And flip over. Do a seated position, sitting tall. Arms behind, fingers pointed back. Neck is tall, not sinking in the shoulders. Inhaling, lifting the chest up to the sky, and exhaling back to start. And inhaling, I'm imagining inhaling the air into my upper chest, lifting it up. Two more. Last one, inhaling and exhaling back to start. Arms in front, and this time left arm grabbing the outside of the right foot. Shoulders, letting the arm droop here, so I'm not flexing it up, letting it droop. And I can gently press down on my foot to stretch the left shoulder and lat area. Because as I mentioned, the pressing exercises do bring in the lats a lot. And right arm on the outside of the left foot, pressing down on the left foot. I'm pressing a gas pedal. And now laying all the way down, knees can stay bent. In a neutral position here, so feet, knees, hips are in a line, shoulders down away from the ears, neck is tall, back of the head on the floor, nose pointed up to the sky. I'm going to raise the arms up above my head and then just back down. Getting a little more movement in the shoulders, a little more range of motion. As the arms come up, the shoulders will rise very slightly, but I also don't want to be flexing them up towards my ears, just a little natural rise. And 2 more. As we lay here in neutral, we're still keeping the lower belly tight. On the inhale, expanding the side ribs, trying to not expand the tummy or the chest, but the side ribs as the lower abs are flexed and tight. Deep stabilizing muscles are tight. Now we'll move into first dumbbell exercise, real lightweight here. These are 5 pounds. And still laying in a neutral position, belly's tight. Bring the dumbbells touching, pressing them into each other. Using force to press the dumbbells together, flexing the chest on the press up, and slowly down. Exhaling up, inhaling back down, pressing the dumbbells together. Neck still long, not scooting the shoulders up to the ears. Flexing the chest at the top and slowly lowering back down. Three more. And last one. I'll set the dumbbells down, roll over, and then move it into a standing position. So for this push-up, traditionally in Pilates, it would be 3 push-ups, coming back up, going down 3 push-ups. I'm going to incorporate more of my 5s workout. So we'll be starting with going with almost a failure on the push-ups, maybe 90%. Coming up, rest for 5 seconds, 5 more push-ups, come up, rest for 5 seconds, 5 more push-ups. Probably do that 3 times. So just my little variation here on the Pilates push-up. Standing up straight and curling down. Curling down till the hands get to the mat. Bending the knees is okay. And walking out 3 steps. Trying to make it 3 into a push-up position. Keeping the hands a little wider. That'll hit the chest a little more. A little closer hands, closer grip will hit the triceps more. And then going into push-ups, slowly lowering. Exhaling back up. And again, going close to failure. I'm thinking 15 for me. Slowly down, flexing up. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Keeping the belly tight, pulled away from the mat. Maintaining that plank position, and similar to the scapular isolations, not letting the chest sink between the shoulders. I think I have 3 more. Want to maintain the form, so going just to the point where my form would break down. 1 more. And walk it back. Slowly curling back up. And rest for 5 seconds. And exhaling, curling down again. Walking the hands out. Going for 3. And here we're going for 5 reps. Inhale, exhale up. Two more. Last one, belly's tight. and walk back. Rest for 5. Inhale, exhale, curling down. Wrist strong, entire hand, contacting the mat evenly, inhaling slowly down, exhaling up. Two more. And walk it back, slowly curling up. Rest for 5 seconds. One more of those. With the 5s, if I get to the point where I can't do at least 4, then that'll be the end of that exercise. Here we go. Inhaling. Exhale to curl down. Walk it out. Lowering. Inhale. Exhale to flex up. Two more. And again, if I got to the point where I was sacrificing form, that would be a wrap. Last one. Flexing and walk back. And up. And going back to the knees. And we'll grab the dumbbells. And this could be done standing as well. Actually, I want to get up high. Got to give myself room here to not swing the dumbbells, but to flex them up. So sitting up straight, again, this could be done standing. Neck is long, belly tight, keeping the arms out wide, bringing the dumbbells up and down. See a slight twist in the wrist on the way up that helps me to contract the chest, exhaling up. And using those Pilates principles to stay steady in the hips, strong in the legs. And if I felt myself rocking, I could widen the stance a little bit for a little more stability. I want to keep the hips stable. Belly's tight, neck is long. Exhaling on the exertion, slowly lowering down. 3 more. Last one. Flexing the chest and slowly down. Set the dumbbells to the side and I'll come down on the knees. Could be in a seated position, cross-legged as well. Comfortable seated position. Finish it off with a nice stretch through the chest. Arms out in front, shoulders or arms straight, elbows straight. Opening the chest and back to start. Hands cross, elbows stay straight. Don't have to be locked out, but I'm not looking for bent elbows here either. And this time, as I open the arms, gently look to one side for a stretch all through the neck, chest, the shoulders, and back. And one more on the other side. Now, if you want to keep going with this dumbbell theme, my whole playlist is right here. And if you just want to see the latest video, look no further than right here. I'll see you at the next workout.